Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Livestyle podcast. The right place to get connection with your audience. Yes, you are in the right place, come on. Today I'm gonna have the host of All on the Table, Raw Asas. Oh man!
What's happening?
Looks good. Raul, talk me about your show. Talk me about All on the Table. What is your show? And what are you talking about if they are on YouTube, Spotify? Talk me about this.
So All on the Table podcast is a podcast about everything. No topic is too big or too small. That's why everything is on the table. It don't matter what it is. The only two things we try to stay away from is politics and religion, because that's just way too many arguments that I don't want to have sometimes.
Okay.
So outside of that, we talk about everything from life to kids to music to movies, everything. If you could think of it, we're going to talk about it. It is on YouTube, All on the Table, and it's on all streaming platforms. Anywhere you could listen to a podcast, I'm there.
Okay, it's only audio or video show, this your podcast?
So on YouTube, you got the video. I will tell y'all this. A lot of things that I say on my podcast, you're going to want to see what I'm looking at when I say what I just said. So a lot of people will listen on streaming platforms, like let's say if they driving to work or if they at work or something like that. But when they get home, they go back and re-watch, because it's like, all right, what was he looking at when he said that? Because a lot of funny little things I say on my show.
Okay. Is your show weekly?
It's every Thursday, noon Eastern, noon Standard Time, everywhere.
Nice. And you said you can talk about anything in your show.
Mm-hmm.
There is a famous podcast here, Joe Rogan, that inspire a lot of Brazilian. I'm Brazilian. I'm in Brazil. A lot of people inspiring on Joe Rogan. They make a podcast as you can talk about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you think Joe Rogan is a reference for you?
I won't necessarily say he a reference for me, but I am kind of in the same space that he's in. I could bring up a random fact and let's break that down. It may be something that I've seen. A lot of times for me, I do a lot of reading. I fall into a lot of rabbit holes on social media and on Google. So I may see something about, let's say, a giraffe.
Mm-hmm.
And now I may bring up some giraffe facts and you looking at me like, where did you even get these from? But, wow, that's actually kind of interesting. Let's dive a little bit deeper into it. So I can say Joe Rogan, I ain't gonna say a reference, but kind of a reference, I guess.
Do you make a solo podcast or do you have guests?
Well, I'm a solo host, but I typically have panels. So every week it'll be a different group of people that I'm talking to. So I may bring on between 2 and sometimes maybe 4 or 5 people, and we all just
Nice.
depending on what's going on, depending on what we talking about, it's just a debate. I may just throw questions and see, hey, how do y'all feel about this? What do you think about that? Did you see this? Did you know that? Hey, let's speak on this current event that's going on right now. So it's a
Yeah.
little bit of everything.
And for me, a solo podcast would be very hard. I need somebody with me
Yeah.
to talk and.
So I got a couple friends of mine that's in these podcast spaces, and they do phenomenal jobs actually talking on their own. And I commend them all the time because Yeah, I don't even like talking to myself in my head, let alone talking to myself on a mic. It just don't work. It's just not for me. So I need that panel so we could bounce back and forth. We could talk, we could banter, we could laugh, we could joke. It's a great time.
Nice, nice. In your project, you monetize your project any way right now?
Right now, I'm not actually in a monetized phase. I've been podcasting now since 2020, and I believe this is the year. Not even this year. I want to say about 6 or 7 months ago, I switched the mindset of having a podcast to becoming a podcaster, and I don't think a lot of people understand what I mean by that, because I didn't understand what that meant either until recently. So it's a different realm of thinking about your podcast and treating it like a business more than just let's go have fun and let's laugh and joke and stuff like that. So right now I'm in the process of trying to switch everything over to start monetizing, start building, start being able to put out merch, start being able to get these, what do you call it? I can't think of the term I'm looking for, but basically start making some money.
Sure,
It's time to start actually making some money now.
Yeah, yeah. We are in the Podfest. It's a big event in Orlando, January 24, 2024. And what are your expectations for this event here? What do you think we as a creator, it's important to be in events like this?
So I feel like, so first of all, I'm gonna say the lack of representation from Black America is kind of bothering me here, because I feel like we have voices that should be heard as well, and in spaces like this, it helps us be heard. But at the same time, I appreciate the fact that there's so many people here who are all on the same page and have the mindset of let's grow, let's build, let's become better. There's been numerous times just today alone, in my first hour, I had 4 conversations that changed my mind when it came to podcasting. And I think events like this is where people need to be. And I know sometimes everybody don't always got the money to spend on certain things. But at the same time, you got to invest in yourself before other people invest in you. So I think being here at a place like this where you got so many creators, whether it's marketing, whether it's network development, social. I spoke to 3 different people about different aspects of social media alone. Like just that alone, like people don't understand, like when it comes to promoting your podcast, it's not just as simple as, oh, let me just post it here and people gonna see it, they gonna love it. It's billions of podcasts out there. So how do you get your podcast above and beyond so people can pay attention to you? So being here, I just want to grab knowledge, grab inspiration. I just want to be around people who got the same mindset that I have to help me build and grow and possibly teach me something that I never learned before. So
Yeah, it's nice to in these events like this, we can think around a lot of pieces of our content, our business. That's we need sometimes time to sit, think about, and I think this here is a good place for thinking a lot of things.
yeah, I've had 1,000 thoughts literally within 2 hours, and I need to start writing some of this stuff down. My brain has just been moving.
Okay. Well, talk to people where they can find you.
So just check me out. I am all on the table everywhere. I made it easy. I know a lot of people got 17 different names between social media, YouTube, and all that. If you type on all on the DA table, ALLONDATABLE, you'll find me. Or if you search Raw Asas, RAWASAS, you search either one of them two, you will find me on all streaming platforms, all social media platforms. Just check me out. It's a great experience. Trust me, what I do is a great experience. Just check me out and you'll love it.
Thank you, man, for your time. Thank you, you guys, for your time. And see you on the next episode.
Appreciate you for having me.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.